All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. All right, now, yesterday I received an email from a new friend, Joseph. Joseph, thank you. Joseph put a petition together, guys, and he would like to share it with us, and hopefully we will all make an effort to sign this petition. The petition is in reference to demonetizing First Amendment frauditors' channels. Now, as we all know, guys, in my opinion, YouTube is fully aware of these individuals, okay? I gotta imagine with all the people over a period of time bitching about the shit that these guys do, YouTube is fully aware. But unfortunately, with YouTube getting a cut of the action, their action, I may add, they're pretty much, in my opinion, turning the other way, looking the other way. Now, as I don't know, guys, in my opinion, the government is not going to intervene anytime soon on our behalf dealing with these frauditors, okay? That's just the way I feel, okay? Until something happens dramatic, like one of these individuals getting taken out, let's say, okay? That's when I think maybe the government would, get in there and start doing what they should be doing. And what I feel they should be doing is kind of putting ordinances into play, guys, because these guys want to go out there in public on a public sidewalk, okay? They have changed this whole thing now, guys. I don't know if you realize it. I'm going to take Amagansett Press for an example here. His latest videos, the past 3 to 4 to 5 videos now, have been of him going to particular locations and standing in front of a privately owned business. It's no longer the post office with this guy. Now it's standing in front of a privately owned business, aiming his camera inside of the business. Inside, okay? Now, mind you, again, I say, he particularly is selling this as a street photography, public photography, as we all hear them say, okay? Now, granted, when you say public photography or street photography, what comes to mind? To me, I'm thinking, okay, he's talking about he saw a nice looking building or a nice looking vehicle out there or something that looked peculiar that he wants to share with the people that follow his channel, okay? But guys, that's not what they're doing. That is not what they're doing. These individuals are setting up their tripods with cameras, aiming it at the business, and specifically inside of the business. How the hell do you consider that public photography? How do you consider that street photography? Come on now. If anything, that it's like you're instigating something, because think about it. You're pretty much aiming your camera and recording everything what's going on in that particular business, meaning you're in his business. You're minding his business. What's going on? What transactions are going on in that business? How do they feel it's their business, or should I say, how do they feel that the First Amendment allows them to go into somebody else's business, mind their business? I don't know if I'm explaining that properly, but I think most of you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about, okay? When the forefathers, when they wrote the Constitution, when the First Amendment, freedom of speech, this is the way I'm taking it, guys. Freedom of speech was so that we can redress our government, and the government could not come back at us with a negative, and any kind of negativity, let's say. They can't get back at us because we spoke our mind. That's the way I'm taking freedom of speech, okay? But these guys, they've done twisted shit around to work for their advantage that it allows them to set themselves up in front of somebody's business, aim their cameras, and record what's going on inside of that particular business's business. You know what I'm getting at? Okay? It's none of our business what transactions transpires between that owner and his customers. And then when the customers come out, because they also try to flip it that they try to sell it to their subscribers that they're educating. They're educating the people on the rights. Mind you, an owner come out and, hey, why are you recording my business? Or whatever the case may be. And they either give back a silent treatment, or they'll come back with a cocky comment. So how the hell are you educating that person on the rights when you're not even trying to communicate with them? Okay? I got a couple of videos here of Amagansett Press interacting with businesses and what he calls street photography, guys. And it boggles my mind how people could turn around and say what he's doing is legitimately public photography or street photography, either one. Okay? And let me just say this, guys. Don't take me wrong how I say this. Us sitting here watching these videos daily and commenting on what they're doing, it's not enough, guys. It's truly not enough. We need to get involved. We need to put our input into this. Okay? Now, again, I've been accused of inciting people and whatever. Okay? Listen, all I'm trying to say, guys, like I say it again, I do not foresee our government stepping in and intervening on our behalf with these individuals. Okay? We see what the cops are trying to do the best they can, but unfortunately their hands are kind of tied behind their back legally. Okay? They can only do so much. Okay? Again, I say, these frauditors have learned how to manipulate the law and use it to their advantage. Okay? They're not stupid, guys. They've been doing their homework. Okay? And now, I don't know, my opinion, we just can't keep sitting here and saying, okay, this is going to go away sometime soon or whatever. We have to put our part. We have to do our part. Okay? Now, I've done this, guys. I've done this. Last year, I went upon and I went to my local post office. I went to my local city hall. I went to my local police department. And I gave them the heads up. Now, you guys want to call me a snitch, bootlicker, whatever other shit you want to call me. I really don't care. I'm looking out for my community. I'm looking out for the community where I live at, where I own my home at. I don't want to see my local government on YouTube looking like stupid idiots reacting to these assholes in a negative way. Okay? And I'm sure none of us do. So again, I say, if you're physically capable of leaving your home, you need to do your part. Okay? You're going to kill two birds with one stone, guys. You're going to kill two birds with one stone. You're going to help do your part, as well as you're going to meet and greet the people that operate your city. Now, I don't know how some of you guys feel, if you feel that you don't want to get involved in your city or whatever the case may be, and I can't see that. It doesn't make any sense. If you own your own home in the neighborhood where you live at, or where you live at, you don't even have to own your own home. You're renting or whatever the case may be. But if you live in a particular neighborhood, everything and anything that happens in that area affects you in one way or the other. Okay? So go into your local post office. You're meeting and greeting your postal employees and your postmaster. Hey, postmaster, listen, let me just let you guys know that there are people out there that they call themselves First Amendment auditors, and they may end up coming here one day, and they want to test you and see how you act to them recording inside your facility. Okay? Just be aware that they're looking for you to overreact. They're looking for a negative reaction from you so that they can post it on their social media site and make a buck off of you guys. Okay? Regardless, and I think we all know this, guys, regardless about Poster 7 and all this bullshit, I think we've seen enough videos to realize that a lot of these postmasters, as well as the postal employees, are not familiar with their own rules. Poster 7 is the way I see it, it pretty much gives them the authority to trespass these guys if they're disrupting business. And if going in there with a camera gets people upset and to the point where, come on, I think we've all seen, Auditing America, that asshole, when he goes into the post office and he doesn't get a reaction from the employees, what's he do? His next option is to aim the camera at the people. Because past history has shown him that somebody in the public will get bent out of shape about being recorded and give them that back and forth argument that they call content. Okay? And it's unfortunate that there is a market there's a market for that crap on YouTube. people on YouTube get off on seeing people get humiliated, get treated like shit. I just don't see what... I don't understand people nowadays. I remember... I'm old school. Guys. I remember back in the days where we all cared about each other. Okay? We were more concerned on what was going on with these third world countries that were coming at us with bullshit. Now it's like we're going at each other now here. Okay? And there's bullcrap with the recording deal. With all the shit that's going on in this world, these guys truly feel that fighting for the right to record in public is like the most important thing to fight for? Really? Come on now. Honestly, what's up with these people? And I understand that the majority of them, unfortunately, their name is in the system, but they brought that shit upon themselves now. Okay? I understand their name is in the system and they can't get a decent job. They've been watching other frauditors for a period of time or whatever, and they figure, well, what the hell? I got a cell phone, it has a camera app on it, or I got a spare camera laying around. I can go out there and cause havoc and put shit on YouTube and get a decent pay out of this. YouTube is not doing any background checks. As long as you upload you know how to upload videos to your account, that's it. Like I said, there's a market. They definitely will get subscribers. They definitely will get the clicks and the views, the thumbs up, and boom, every month they got an income coming in from YouTube. Ain't that some shit? And again, I'm going to say they have a lot to be blamed for. They have a lot to be... I understand they got millions of videos being uploaded on a daily. And I guess it would be difficult for them, but they're going to have to do something. It would be difficult for them to screen every damn video that's going up. But after a certain amount of people, and that's where this petition comes into play, this petition should open their eyes and say, hold on. We need to take a look at this shit that's being called First Amendment auditing, okay? Maybe it'll open up their eyes and say, we need to screen every goddamn video going up. And if it contains any type of, anything that can be considered harassment, bullying, racism, whatever the case may be, boom, it can't go online. If it goes online, you're not getting paid for it. And I'm sure demonetizing, oh my God, please, 99% of these frauditors would be out of business, guys. You honestly think these guys are doing it for the the goodness of their heart? I don't think so. Now let me just say this: there may be 1 or 2 or 3 frauditors that might get away with, let's say their channel got demonetized with the amount of subscribers they got, and the way the subscribers, they have them wrapped around their fingers, like Long Island Audit, Amagansett Press, and a couple of others that are not coming to mind right now. But I think their subscribers would turn around and donate double what they're donating now to make up for what YouTube stops paying, let's say. Okay? But 99% of the frauditors, such as Silence Beta Boy, that asshole, I'm sure that asshole, his channel gets demonetized, ain't really nobody donating. I don't think anybody's donating to that asshole. Okay, and if they are donating, it'll be $1, $2, or whatever the case. And I understand he's like 30,000. Maybe that would maybe he would be a challenge. But anyway, if we can get those channels demonetized, and we notice that these individuals are still up and running, well then that's something we'll target afterwards. Right now, step at a time, guys. We can't expect... This shit didn't happen overnight, so taking them out is not going to be an overnight thing either. And again, let me just say this. I don't think we'll ever put this shit to bed. I don't think we'll end this in any way. There's just too many of them out there, okay? Now, let me also say, listen, I understand if a frauditor with good intentions, to me, I understand if... they're trying to show people that we have rights and that we're holding the government accountable. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. You want to hold the government accountable? You know, we elect these, and there's truth, and there's some truth to this shit here, okay? We elect officials, they go into office, and unfortunately, before they get elected, you know, they're making them promises up the ass until they get into office. And then once they get into office and they realize that they have to wheel and deal to pass a bill or whatever, the next thing you know, they become corrupted. And that's it. They start going back on the shit that they've done promised us. So now, if we got people out there that want to hold them accountable, right on. More power to you. But let's just say, guys, that's not... That shit like went out the window a long time ago. That's when in the beginning, I think most of you guys know, in the beginning I supported this. I honestly thought it was a good deal. I honestly said, right on, guys. And I think it was Auditing America. He was the first one to open up my eyes that he was full of shit, that he was out there causing drama, and all in the name of making a video so he could make money. And then watching other frauditors, slowly but surely, I'm saying, oh shit, the shit that these guys are saying, they're not doing. Okay? I think we could all say that shit. Okay? I understand that they have bills and all that, but they're going in this in the beginning saying that they're there to stand up for the Constitution and fight for people's rights. And again, I say, the unfortunate thing is you can't mix activism with money. Because after you become dependent on that YouTube money, now the activism just went out the window, and all you're thinking about is that I got to continue to push out videos, and we all know people want to see videos with drama. So unfortunately, they got to cause the drama so that the videos get seen, okay? So it's like they done worked against themselves, and again, they corrupted themselves for the almighty dollar, and like the good intentions went out the window. That's it, bottom line. So I'm asking you guys, please, I'm going to put a link to the petition. I'm going to put a link in the description, okay? Click on that link, guys. Take the time, make the effort. This is just one part of trying to put these guys, slow them down, okay? I can't even say we're going to put an end to this because we know we're not going to put an end to it. But this petition is a start, guys. Okay? And Joseph, again, I say thank you. And I know a lot of us would like to do shit. Anything we can do to, like, slow these guys down will help out. You guys got any ideals? Throw them out there, guys. This is what my channel is about. I understand some of you guys want to get entertained. You guys want to see frauditors being locked up and all that. And all fine and dandy. I want to see that shit too, guys. But the whole idea that I put this channel into play was so that we could all get together, put our heads together. You know that phrase about two heads are better than one? I'm thinking, well, what is it now? 8,000 and some change that I got. I want to put 8,000 and some change heads together, come up with solutions. Solution, that's the name of the game. Listen to me. You're not hurting me. I'm not doing this shit for the money. I know there are other channels out there that they consider it their business and this is what they're doing now to make a buck. And I'm not knocking them. Hey, to each his own. I'm doing this because I'm tired of these guys screwing with people. I think I said this in many of my videos. It bothered me that these people will go into a public facility, talk to the public employee as if they're beneath them. Again, with the police. When these frauditors look at police, they see servant. When me or you guys, good people, when we see a police officer, we see another human being that's doing a job, okay? And then we get called bootlickers for that shit. Ain't that some shit? These frauditors, oh my God, please, they talk so much shit because when their ass is in danger, when they're about to get their ass whipped, or one of their loved ones get hurt, who are they calling? They're not calling another frauditor, hey, there's somebody burglarizing my house or whatever, come help out. No, they're calling 911. So, you know, it's like double talk from them, double standards, or whatever you want to call it. They're full of shit, period. Let me show you guys, let me show you a couple of videos of Amagansett Press. Let's kick this off, guys. I'm going to show you a couple of videos, and he wants to call this shit street photography. Okay? He is a cat. Him and his son. Let me also say, guys, I think we could all agree, his son has become a true asshole like his father. His son has followed his father's footsteps to the T. Let's check out these videos. Let's see what street photography looks like, guys. Street photography, or is it harassment?
How's it going, guys? I'm Against It Press, and we are coming to you today from Burlington, Vermont. We are in the downtown area, a little pedestrian mall shopping area here in Burlington, and we're just going to pay a little visit on the folks here today. Let me give you a little look around town here, where we are. Up this way, we're sort of at the end of this whole pedestrian mall area, and we're going to be walking up this way. Plenty of shade on both sides of the streets, lucky for me. And give you a quick view here. And while I'm doing that, time and temperature check.
Yeah.
This is how you case a jewelry store.
This is how you case a jewelry store. Two guys standing here on Church Street in the middle of the day.
I'm just asking because I'm curious. And I don't, if you're gonna take my picture, I want $100. That's all I'm saying.
What is the issue?
Well, it's a bit of a security risk for us.
It's a security risk for somebody to be out on a sidewalk taking pictures?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you're in the wrong business. What am I, seriously, honestly, I'm trying to have the conversation. What am I supposed to do? Not take pictures out here because it's, you in your subjective mind, you have a security risk?
We do have a security risk.
You've decided that. I don't think you have a security risk because I know what I'm doing. But carry on with that. Fear and paranoia are a grand thing.
All right, so let's look at the big picture here, guys. Amagansett Press is standing on one side of that jewelry store, and he's got his son on the other side of the jewelry store, and they're both aiming their cameras inside of that jewelry store. How do you consider this street photography? How do you consider it public photography? How does he state that it's his right to record what's going on inside of that jewelry store? At this point right now, anything and everything that's going on inside of that business is being recorded by those two people there, by him and his son. How does he say that that's his right because that business is in public, because it's open to the public? It falls under his rights that he can do what he's doing? Come on now. And then when the owner came out, and he asked him, well, the owner did tell him it was a security risk. Think about it. Think about the amount of, and that's why they did a jewelry store. The amount of money that they have there in, in jewelry and all, that's got to be worth a lot of money there. And again, I say, that's why I think they picked the jewelry store. Let's go stand in front of the jewelry store because if we aim our cameras inside there for a certain amount of time, they're bound to come out and give us the content we want. And that's exactly what happened. You cannot blame that owner for coming out and saying it's a security risk. They don't know these two guys from nowhere. And this is how you really case a joint. This is really how you case a place. You want to know how many employees are in there. Do they have cameras in there? What's the normal routine? How many doors to get in and out of this location? This is how you case a place. And why? Because they're doing it in the daytime. It's not supposed to happen? Come on. This world, we got a lot of crazy people in this world. Okay, this is not a perfect world. And when the owner came out, this is a security risk. Why couldn't he right there explain to him what he's doing? And maybe the owner would say, okay, okay, go ahead, continue what you're doing. And it still does not justify recording what's going on inside of that business. It's none of his business. It's none of his business, and it's none of his son's business. It's nobody's business. What goes on inside that jewelry store is between the owner and the customers. Why do they feel it's their right to record what's going on inside of that business? It doesn't make sense. I read the comments. Oh, yeah, the guy is paranoid. He's fearful. Let him be. So be it, This is what America's gotten to. Damn it, anybody record, stand in front of your business and record what's going on inside of your business. They're not recording outside. I got to imagine, I'm taking a guess here, if they were recording what's on the displays that are set up outside in the windows there, I doubt very much the owner would have came out and made an issue out of it. You see the doors open. I gotta imagine the cameras are aiming right inside there. They're recording what's going on inside. I'm gonna show you they did this to a handful of businesses. And some girl, I don't know, towards the end of the video, some girl that, I don't know, she seemed like she wasn't playing with a full deck. Damn, she pulled this card like she threw it out there. I know exactly what you're doing. You're standing out in front of these stores, harassing them, recording them because you want to show them that you can. And isn't that some shit? Some chick that wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't playing with a full deck. Put his shit out there. Right on. But I'm not going to show you that. I wanted to show you the shit that he did to the businesses and how the hell he's justifying this as street photography. Let's jump to the next business.
How you doing? How you doing? Good. I was wondering what you guys were doing.
Oh, just picture.
Yeah, for what reason?
Nice day out, just walking around.
Yeah, you're taking a picture of this business, so I'm wondering what you guys are doing.
Well, yeah, like I explained.
Yeah.
Anything wrong with taking a picture of the business?
Well, you could come and talk to us. You know, say, hey, we'd like to take some pictures. And then we'd say, okay, you know, what are they for?
Well, but you might say no.
And we might say no. But that communication probably should happen.
Well, I appreciate what you're saying, but the way I'm looking at it is, if I ask you and you say yes, I'm going to do what I was going to do anyway. And if I ask you and you say no, I'm going to do what I was going to do anyway. So what's the difference?
Hey, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing? Somebody just called us and said you were just at another place and they found it a little odd what you're doing.
Oh, so you let somebody light your fire?
Yep. So I don't know what you're doing.
But
What, just what you can see.
Okay, I think we're done, Jeff. Stop filming my store now.
I'm not going to stop filming. Why would I stop filming? See, that's what I mean about asking permission.
So why are you going around being combative?
You feel like I'm being combative?
I do.
I'm being very respectful with you and telling you
No,
more than I need to.
All right, so do you notice that he picked another location where the merchandise is up there in value, let's say? Okay? Basically what they're doing, right? They're causing suspicion. Okay? You got another owner that noticed two people that he's not familiar with standing in front of their store recording inside of their business. What's going on, guys? Well, you could have came and talked to me. That's being an adult, guys. That's being an adult. Let me knock on the door and tell the guy, I'm going to be recording your place, blah, blah, blah. And here, you heard that cockiness in him. If you said it's okay, I'm going to record. And if you said it's not okay, I'm still going to record. That's a kick in the ass, bro. That's how he educates people. This is what he considers educating. Rubbing it in their face that basically as long as he's standing on a sidewalk, he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. And that's why I say things have to be changed. Like an ordinance has to come into play for these businesses. No business should have to suck up what these two guys are doing. Okay? These two guys are not the only ones doing this shit. Silence Beta Boy. You got a bunch of other frauditors that I'm noticing now. They're standing in front of private businesses, recording the inside of their location until they come out, until the owners come out and give them that back and forth argument that they're looking for, and they call that shit content. And the subscribers, as we all know, they're all crooked, just like them. They're all trash like them, guys, okay? And if any of you guys who support these assholes get to watch this video and you think I'm an asshole, so be it. That's your right. But think about this. That could be your business. That could be your business that frauditors, whether you support them or not, are going to stand in front of your business one day and record inside your location, and you're going to be like, what's going on? Why are you guys recording? I support you guys. Why are you recording inside of my business? And you're not going to realize, or you're not really, you're not going to notice that they don't care what you say. They're out there to make a video with drama, and they're going to do whatever the hell they want to do. And you cannot call this shit street photography. You cannot call this public photography. Come on now. Let's jump to the next one here.
Yeah, we just got to talking. You guys got pictures of us, so we should get pictures of you guys.
Absolutely. You can take video, too.
There we go. No, picture's good. All right.
Have a good day.
Can I ask why you guys are filming our store?
Sorry?
Can I ask why you guys are filming our store?
You can certainly ask why I'm filming this.
Are you going to give me an answer?
I'm just out here taking some pictures and some video.
Okay, but
Is there anything wrong with that?
what's the purpose of it? I guess we're
Well,
so
that's
confused.
my personal business.
Okay, we're going to ask that you do move along because it's making our customers uncomfortable to be filmed.
It's making your customers
It
uncomfortable
is
to be
making our
filmed.
customers uncomfortable to have.
I'm not in your
cameramen
store
staring
filming
in.
your customers.
Okay, well, they're seeing cameras pointed to our store, so I am going to ask you to move along.
That's
It seems like a couple other businesses have also asked you to move along. So I'm going to probably call the police like other businesses have because this is kind of strange.
You're going to call the police for two guys out on the sidewalk taking pictures.
I am, yeah. And then I'll have them talk to you because you clearly aren't giving me answers, so I'm just confused by
They're not
this.
going to talk to me. They're going to talk to you.
Okay, my priority is making sure my customers feel comfortable in my store, and they are not right now. And
Your
neither are my
priority is
staff.
making sure. What about making me comfortable being out here taking pictures?
You're not my customer.
All right, so this is the third business out of I don't know how many stores he hit, but he did quite a few there, okay? He pretty much spent the whole day. Think about it. You know, he spent the whole day there getting footage, just standing in front of businesses recording inside. And all he had in his mind was to get, you know, reactions like this. And it's unfortunate. You can't not. I wish I was there to be able to tell the owners before they come out and get into a discussion with them. Hey, listen, this is what he does to screw with people. Back off, ignore him. Okay. Once these guys don't get no into action, oh my God, they pack their shit up and go. Okay. But as long as they know that they're touching people's nerves, they're there for the day, guys. They broke out. My God, please. They got their lunch. They got everything there. They're there for the day. And it's unfortunate that these businesses have to deal with this type of shit. Okay? And that's why I said, guys, this petition, it comes into play. Shit like this. This is the shit that YouTube's got to say, hey, this ain't right. Okay? Because I'm sure as hell, YouTube wouldn't want no hope. I'm sure YouTube wouldn't want 2 or 3 or more knuckleheads in front of their location recording what's going on inside of YouTube. Okay? Okay? No business. No business. And it ain't because they're doing shady shit. Okay? Because I don't know, these guys always twist things around where if they don't like being recorded, it's because they're trying to hide something. I'm sure we've all heard that shit. I've heard it. Okay? They got an excuse for everything, okay? And it's just not. Nobody wants to be bothered. How could you knock a business who's invested a shitload of money in their business? How could you knock them for being concerned about 2 guys that they don't know recording the inside of their location? And how the hell could anybody justify what they're doing by calling it street photography? We know this is not street photography. This is straight up harassment. Straight up harassment. The freedom of speech does not give us the right to know what's going on inside of any location. Regardless that they open their doors to the public, does not give us the right to know what's going on inside of that business. Whatever happens inside that business is between the owners and the customers. That's the way I see it. Listen to this here, right here. I want you to listen to what the shit that he's going to spew out right here. Hang on.
And it's like I always say, guys, some of you might be wondering why we're out here taking pictures of people walking down the sidewalk and taking pictures of stores. It's all about freedom. That's all it's about. Because some people might be interested in doing that sort of stuff. And believe it or not, many, many people are. And you may not be, although you're watching this video. So I would assume you probably have some interest in public photography. And my issue is once my right to be out taking photographs, because it is a right, in public is infringed upon or curtailed, next they're coming after what you enjoy doing and whatever rights you cherish. So if you believe that rights matter and you believe that the rights that we have in this country that are protected are a valuable thing, you need to stand up for everybody else's rights as well as your own. Otherwise, you're doing a disservice to the entire community. And that's what it is. So, you know, I get some people being uncomfortable. Some people are uncomfortable about a lot of things going on out in public. Doesn't mean anybody's going to stop doing it, nor should they. We're just simply out taking some pictures out in public, and that's all it is. So.
All right, so let's listen to what he just said, right? First of all, he's out there throwing it that what he is doing is considered freedom. He's enjoying freedom to do what he wants, right? So how did freedom turn into like screwing your fellow citizen, your fellow human being? Let's be real, guys. We all have to live with each other. Whether we like it or not, we all have to live with each other. That's what the United States of America is about. People from all over, from different countries, have sacrificed. People from all over sacrificed what they had wherever they were at to come out here for the American dream. All right? To become somebody, the money's better out here. The life is better. People out in Cuba and third world countries, come on. The shit that the government telling them what to do from the minute they wake up to the minute they go to bed. Everybody wants that American dream. To own their homes with a white picket fence. That shit you see on Little House on the Prairie. You remember that show? Anyway, he wants to say that it's his freedom. What he's doing, it's his freedom. Now, mind you, again, guys, I'm not trying to knock anybody's freedom. I'm not trying to knock that. Okay, I think it's a beautiful thing what we got, but we got to respect each other. We have to respect each other. We all have to live with each other. This shit, what he's doing is separating people here, and in a certain way, that's what he's doing. It's us against them. That's the way it is now. That's the way I see it, because I don't believe in what he's doing, guys. I don't believe. Any of us here on this side of the fence here do not believe in anything that him and other frauditors are doing, because it's not right. And because we feel this way, we're considered outsiders, bootlickers, and all that shit. Again, I say, the movement was about holding the government accountable. This asshole and a couple of other frauditors, they took it upon themselves to now hold the people accountable. Okay? We ain't got shit to do with the government other than the fact that we pay taxes to the government, but it's nobody's right to hold me accountable. Okay? I'm not doing any harm to nobody. I don't need anybody holding me accountable for my actions. Okay? That's my freedom. And again, this guy he'll spend anything. Listen, he depends on YouTube money. We've seen it when he got arrested in Florida. Him begging for his freedom and telling the cop, this is what I do to pay my bills. This is what I do to pay my bills. So he's learned. He's done his homework. He sold his house. He now travels in a mobile trailer from state to state to state to state. This is all he has. YouTube, like I said, this petition that if we could open up YouTube's eyes and say, hey, look at the shit these guys are doing, and you're condoning it. You're condoning it. Because one day there's going to be a group of people standing in front of a YouTube corporate office recording inside their place. I'm sure they won't want that. So they need to wake up, smell the coffee. These guys are doing harm to the people. I don't care what they say that they're exercising. They're not exercising their rights. They're abusing people. They're abusing their rights, period. Okay? Let me know what you think about this video, guys. And again, I'm going to tell you, please make the effort. Make the effort. I'm going to put the link in the description. Make the effort to sign that petition. Okay? It's not going to happen overnight, but let's not just sit here and make comments about the shit that these guys do. Let's do our part. Remember what I said. Look out for the neighborhood where you live at, guys. You don't want to see your neighborhood on YouTube looking stupid, do you? A little couple of things that, let's use these videos that we watch as a way of learning their tactics and using it to our advantage. Again, I'm going to say, I'm going to look up the email to that Burlington. They're in Burlington, Vermont, I think it was, that they said they were. I'm going to look up the email to the police department over there, and I'm going to send them a copy of what I just put together here, and maybe, I don't know, See what happens, let's say. Let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.